Amazing.
Hi, well, thank you all for being here, first of all, and thanks to Sebastian, of course, for this wonderful showcase on what it can look like when an established production company actually has the guts to embrace this new, groundbreaking technology. For my part of the showcase, I want to focus more on the artistic side of things, like how can an artist actually use what is available right now and actually create their vision and bring their vision to life. A few words about me, I'm going to keep it short. I am a filmmaker, I'm a writer-director with an engineering degree too, but I turned my back on engineering in order to pursue my passion a long time ago. I studied cinematography at Louis Lumière School in Paris, and after that followed some awards for that. I was lucky enough to be as a director at Clermont-Ferrand Film Festival and as a writer in Tallinn, Estonia, during TV Beats conference, which was great. But when this AI thing started happening, when I saw the first images and GIFs coming out of Stable Diffusion, I immediately saw where this was going, and I knew then and there that I had to sit on it and actually harness it. But the engineer in me also knew that it would take a while for fully AI-generated images or films to become feasible. So what we decided to do with a small team was to embrace the technology where it's at right now and not wait for perfection, but to use what we have. And in order to do that, we decided to go hybrid. The idea was, the thing is, for this approach, we needed the right story to tell. Luckily, I had something on the back burner, a psychological thriller in the underground metal scene, and it is an eccentric project, and it deals with generational trauma and the inner or the psychotic divide between the sensitive inner world of young men and their persona that they project out into the real world.
Yes.
So the title of this film is 21st Century Schizoid Man, and the hybrid approach was to strip down the visualization of this film all the way to the bare minimum, meaning 9 actors and actresses sitting around a table and playing out the screenplay in one sitting, in one afternoon, with real human emotion. So we had some nice lighting going on. We had a 3-camera setup, a narrator that led us through the story by reading the action lines and all that. And in the next phase, this table read will become the basis for AI-generated images that will enhance the story. So we're going back and forth between the table read and the AI images, so establishing shots and crucial character moments and pivotal scenes that I've been carrying around in my head for 4 years now will be generated in AI, and then we come back to the table and we see the actors and actresses play out the scenes with real human emotions. So, of course, there's going to be overlap, as we saw before. You can use the actors' performances in order to drive the AI images, and of course that's what we do. But we always, the idea, the central core of the concept is to always go back to the table read. We don't want to do everything in AI. We want to keep the actors alive. A few words about the story probably would be nice. So this is a story about an ambitious music manager. As I said, it's set in the underground metal scene, and that music manager pushes his sensitive rocker to take the next step in his career. And while he's solving pragmatic problems in the real world, he's dealing with Russian gangsters from the past of the musician. He's dealing with corrupt label bosses, with old lovers. His protege, his friend, is spiraling down into a psychotic break and loses track of what is real and what is not, while he actually battles the demons of his past in his soul, in his heart, and in his mind. So as the music manager, I'm sorry, getting them confused, as he realizes what's going on, he has to come to terms with his own emotions, with his own feelings, and understand the side of his musician from an emotional point of view, and finally has to risk his own life to save his friend from his own mind. Yeah, as I said, like this schizoid divide between the inner and the outer world is a perfect playing ground for this concept, because we have these two worlds. We have the stylized, hyper-real AI world where everything is a bit more, I don't know, the people are more, the men are more masculine, the women are more beautiful, and then we strip away this facade, and we're left with normal people sitting around a table and reading something somebody wrote. So yeah, up until now, this is me, by the way. Yeah, you recognize me. I took on one of the roles too. Up until now, we can switch the slide, please. Up until now, we produced the table read format, and we also finished the teaser in 2024 in November, which can you play the video? There's a video actually attached to this.
Ich glaube, du kommst nicht wieder.
Hat dir deine Mutter das gesagt?
Nein.
Ich habe dir versprochen, dass ich immer auf dich aufpasse. Ich habe aber auch einem alten Freund was versprochen.
Dann musst du das halten. Seine Versprechen muss man immer halten. Auch wenn man eigentlich nicht will.
So yeah, I guess you understand what I mean by highly stylized now. It's an intense movie. The second part of this clip that you just saw, well, we had some trouble actually prompting for the scar to be in the exact same place all the time, which is why we decided to organize a photo shoot. We got some SFX makeup and took like 300 pictures, of which we then used 50 as the training data for a LoRa, and then we generated images basically in the other video that didn't work. There would have been workflow, stuff, but never mind. So yeah, and then we started building the scene, and it's an eccentric movie, definitely. It's intense on spiritual terms, on physical terms, emotionally, intellectually, sure. But we need those kinds of eccentric experiments right now, because we're entering an age in cinema where beautiful images are becoming a commodity. By the end of this year, everybody will be able to generate an epic science fiction epos by the push of a button. And in that case, what discerns us as artists is authenticity.
What?
It's vision, and it's the lust for the unknown. So that's what Beyondflix is about. And all of you are welcome to join us on this path into a new future, and together, hopefully, we can make it better than the past. What do you say?